do this work. I just gave my second course to, are you familiar with the Maori people in New Zealand? And I just went down to where they were in Auckland, the main tribe, and taught a group of their children between the ages of 5 and 12. And when you see these little children begin to work and unexpecting adults who are lying down on the tables, bodies begin to flip and shake and move, and you see the kids' eyes light up, you know that we can get to these children and show them the truth that they already know of who they are, being 100%, and save them getting from falling into the same fear-based traps that we have of thinking that we need to use techniques and protections and other such things. And also we were speaking about self-healing. And, you know, a lot of times when this work first came out, people were coming in saying, but can you heal yourself? Can you heal yourself? There was so much focus on healing yourself, and this work is about bringing healing to others. But the funny thing is in the process of focusing on others, we become most open to receiving our own healing. So we are now looking at taking these programs into different places such as the prison systems, correctional facilities, and teaching the people inside how to facilitate healings for others so their focus can come off of either where they are or people trying to fix them, and they can start focusing on bringing healing and help to others. And we find that as they do, they start to evolve in their own sense of self and presence. See, I don't like the word healing, George, and that's part of the problem. Or part of the gift. I don't like the word healing because healing makes it always sound as if there's something physically that we have to get better from, regain an arm, regain a leg, or heal a liver. But the reality is I believe that this is about our evolution. When we spoke earlier in the show about what you were doing is reconnecting strings and what you were doing is reconnecting strands, I know that what this work is doing is that it is bringing us into an active 12-stranded DNA system. And, of course, you know, to start this without being able to talk about the details is a shame, but maybe that's a good excuse for you to bring me back on your show sometime.
Absolutely. All right,
I believe that what's happening is that, think of computers. How does your computer work? You've got computer hardware. You put a software program into it. You access the information from the computer itself, and you access that internet field out there somewhere. Upgrade the software. You get better information from the computer and more comprehensive access to that internet field out there somewhere. So what if our brains are our hardware? And what if our DNA is our software? And what if what we are doing is reconnecting or restructuring our DNA? Then the reality is that we're giving ourselves a human software upgrade, which allows better access from the information within the brain, better, more comprehensive access to that huge multidimensional field, that zero-point field in which we exist. And therefore, we are stepping into a more multidimensional level of existence, a higher level of light, of consciousness, of regeneration, of healing, not only for ourselves, but for others. And this is what I believe is the reason that we are here on Earth as spirit, having our human experience to experience. Not that I have an opinion on the subject.
Let's go to final calls now. Let's go to Idaho. Kat, it's your turn. Go ahead, Kat.
Hi, Dr. Pearl. You have a wonderful sense of humor.
Oh, thanks.
And George,
he does.
Still love you. George made me get out of bed one day and hobble on my crutches over the piano to play a tune for him.
I did do that.
Then I forgot my glasses and I couldn't even see the music.
My healing session didn't work too well, Eric, but I got her to play her tune.
Now I'm calling you the Beethoven of broadcast. I'm a palm reader. I have a master's degree in health education, but I'm a palm reader in a little tourist town. And the guy next to me, in the room next to me, he was doing aura photography. So I went in and he did my picture. And his face just dropped and he said, "My gosh," he said, "you've got a white light all around you, all through. Does that mean I'm a good candidate for this healing thing?"
Everyone is a good candidate for, as you put it, this healing thing. But I will tell you, I love the concept of when we work with a light of recognizing that it's a clear white light. So many times people are looking for colors, and we forget often that in order to have the full spectrum of all the colors, once we have that, that is when we have that perfect clear or white light. So it's a beautiful thing.
So it's the white light that gives you the whole aura of colors. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm. If you send a clear or white light through a prism, it will then display or diffract the light so you can see all of them. If you pull any one color out that you think you don't like, or add more of another one that you think there should be more of, and you put it back through the prism, theoretically you won't have that perfect white or clear light any longer. So you're perfect. It's wonderful.
Well, we have crystals, that we have a lot of the girls come out and they're mediums and they'll bring their little crystals out and put them on you and say, well, this will heal you, which it doesn't.
Only you and your willingness to accept your existing as 100% and, and as a hologram of the universe. That is what will heal you, and everything else is an excuse to bring you closer, but simultaneously it is also the limitation that keeps you from accessing it until you're willing to recognize that it is a training wheel. You must remove the training wheel. You must transcend the technique and the crystals and everything else.
Oklahoma City, Jim, it's your turn on Coast to Coast. Jim, go ahead.
Yes, I kind of want to ask Dr. Pearl how much of a percentage he believes is physical or mental or psychological, because I've talked to people that said they were going to die and they've seen a vision of an angel or whatever, and they said that would everything will be all right, don't worry. But yet I also know that all the drug companies run a placebo.
Well, there are roles played by everything. And part of the problem is that our energy healing techniques, we focus a certain way on physical and another way on mental and another way on spiritual or emotional. But then that's not really healing, because, you see, that's treating a symptom. That's therapy or treatment. Healing is about balance. And so we view the part of the iceberg that's above the water, and we call the problem that. So let's say, for instance, that you're a 4-year-old child, and every time you walk by your father, he gives you a little friendly smack on your shoulder, but you're little and his hand is big. So you start to pull your shoulder in every time you see your father, then you start to pull your shoulder in every time you think of your father, then you grow up in that household, your muscles adapt and your shoulder is pulled in. So suddenly it's cute when you're 4, but when you're 44, let's say it pinches the nerves from your neck, it gives you pain in your fingers. So you go to a physical therapist or a massage therapist, you feel better for a little bit, but it comes back. You take some drugs, but you don't want to take the drugs, so you finally go to someone who does healing. And as you interact with the healing practitioner, their muscles come back into balance. The pressure comes off the nerve. The pain goes away, and you think, I had a physical healing. But the fact is now your body is standing in a more open, normal, natural position. So you experience a better balanced emotional state. And therefore, being pain-free and in a better emotional state, you're able to think more clearly, so you have a better mental state. So you see, healing cannot be separated into physical, mental, or emotional. It just is. It's balance.
There you go, Jim. Thank you. Marlene in St. Louis. Hello, Marlene.
Hi, Marlene. Hi, George. Hi. And hi, everybody.
Whatever you're having,
hi, Dr.
George and I
Eric
want some.
Pearl. I have to say hi to myself, too, because I'm sleepy. I trained with you the week after 9/11 in Dallas, Texas.
Oh, I was there, Dallas, Texas. That's right.
Yeah, and I was this little short blonde that you were using to practice on and show everybody different techniques. And during your healing process on me, some of the people in the audience saw a few things happen. And they saw something coming out of my right chest. They saw things coming out. Well, after I did that training with you, my life got really crazy and hectic. I ended up getting pregnant within 6 months at 46 and carried
this might not be the best way to make people want to come to the seminars.
But no, I got to tell you, because
a little bit too much energy, Eric.
Yeah, not everyone gets pregnant after 6 months. Some of them it takes 8.
We'll heal you. We'll get you pregnant. We'll do anything.
But this is what's so interesting. I think because I had the training with you, I was able to get through the pregnancy, because I found out after my son was breached and I had a C-section, I had complications. They did tests, and I had stage 4 liver cancer.
Oh, my.
And within they gave me 6 months to live. Within 5 months, I had